Hi everybody, it is Thoma. Today is hashtag Stamping Sunday. It is September the 29th, the day before my birthday. Can't believe it. Anyway, I host Stamping Sunday. Paula is the co-host. Hashtag Stamp Play is hosted by Susan's Heartstrings. These are both open collabs. All you have to do is to join our channels, which is free, make a video, add our hashtag and our names, and have fun. That is the goal for hashtag Stamping Sunday, okay? We're gonna do fall. I thought I'd do an interesting video. Okay, this one's gonna have some tips, tricks, everything I've learned from my subscribers. Thank you very much. Especially Emily's Paper Keeper. She really does a lot of stamping and has given me a lot of hints and tips over the years. I stamp on an old book. This was one of the very first iPods that ever came out. And so there was this book that came out on how to use an iPad. That's how old that book is. What I do is a lot of the time on paper that I do not like to use. You know, the old ones that were, had really ugly pictures that you didn't want to use. Like this one, I don't know what I'll like to use it. And what I do is I cut it up into 6x6. Then I use this to stamp on, because this is cardstock. So why not use something that you don't like? It's a good way to use it up. Okay. And I use VersaFine Clear Nocturnal or Nocturne pigment ink. I really like this VersaFine ink. There is another one. This is the black version. This is black, but there's also a white container that is black. I'm not quite sure what the difference is, but this one is, see, it says VersaFine Clear. It gets into all the little tiny grooves. I used all my new ones, and it got into every leaf, every little square, everything you can really see. And so I did these ones. Then I have these ones to stamp on. I haven't tried these ones yet, but even the very first stamp on these worked really good. I never had a problem with them. And I mostly use pencil crayons. Now, I don't know why, but I'm such a person. These are all my first 2 sets of pencil crayons. These ones I got from Dollar Tree, and a lot of them are pretty. There's a pin in there that I use, but I keep similar, like with like. I have one. Now, I have some that are really small that I can't even see in there. But I keep these ones in that I got. And these are, I also got them from either Dollar Tree or Dollarama in Canada. And my little tiny ones, if I'm not using them at one time. And then I have this one. This is the ones I got from Kelly G. And I keep them separate until these are done, and then I'll put them in here. I just use an old mug, and I keep them tips up. Okay. Now, where did I put all my... Sorry. I use a kitchen table. All right. I've got another one that I started coloring on. See, I cut out some, but look how good that is. I mean, that's that one stamp. It's a real old one, and it had a girl on it, and it was backwards. And this one's a boy. Wish I had the girl too, but I got them from Value Village. I keep my stamps when I'm using them on my kitchen table, up, face up. And that way, when I'm done using them, I can clean them off, put them away. This is my Halloween container of stamps and dies. I think I have a few. And I put my fall in here too. And I am careful. I keep my wood ones off to the side because they're heavy, and the top ones I put top up, but I make sure there's nothing heavy on them to distort the stamps. I had one stamp that I had to throw away because I noticed I put it on the edge and it somehow got another stamp on top or on someone on the edges, and it distorted some of the stamps. So that could be a problem if you're not really careful with your stamps. You can squish them, you can bend them. Darn, I wish I knew where I put my... And I cannot pause the video because if I pause it, I have to start from scratch. And I put my pencil, I like using pencil crayons more than felt and everything else because I can, oh well, I'll just do it on these. I keep them on the side because of my paint and everything. Sometimes I drop them and then you break the ink. But I can blend. Sorry, I think the camera's gonna wiggle a bit. But what I do, you want, see, that's how you do this, and then you can, like that, and you blend it in together. I find it so much easier. And you can go in circles, or you can go like, if you go like this, then you can go like this and you can fill it in. And I use the tip usually on the sides. But you don't have to use a lot of pressure, because you'll notice the camera's not shaking very much. But if you just keep going over it, you do get the difference. See, that's, and if you notice, they're not all a solid color. And that's how, and it's a darker on those creases, and you just keep going over it. And that's why I like using pencil crayons, because you can blend. It's a lot easier. So that looks more realistic than if I would have just done it all in one color. And you just imagine where the sun is shining on it. So, you know, it could be up here, could be down here, could be turned a bit, you know, it could have been over here, it could be anywhere your imagination is. It could be up on top, the sun is shining on, you know, it just, I stamped these words, and these were all first time. That's why I like that VersaFine. And I think it was Emily's Paper Caper, or somebody else, one of my other friends, who said pigment inks take a while to dry, so I can emboss with them. Maybe it was, yeah, I don't know, but I didn't know that. So I put it down here because this says pigment ink on it. This one I use a lot. So if I find I have another pigment ink, I'll go, oh, right, maybe I can emboss on it. I've never tried, and I wanted to, but I forgot, and I didn't let it, I let it dry. So I think I will try that for next week. If not, remind me, please. And also, you don't have to stick with black. I usually do for words, but you can do any color you want. So that's also a good new tip, a tip. Okay. There it is. These are all the new ones. See, look at the pumpkins. And the apples I did that with. Even the sign. Because they're in the sun all the time. This is with a gray pencil. Laurentian is a Canadian brand. You will never, I don't think you'll find them in US. And the brown, I think it was like a chocolate brown. Yeah, it just said brown. And it was Crayola. And this is Laurentian. So, out of the two, I like Laurentian better. Than Crayola. I don't. I think Laurentian, Crayola, I think you can find in the U.S. But I grew up on Laurentian. So, and they also, and they just don't say brown. They say, like, this one is smoke gray. And they number them. See, this one, it says green, but yeah. And see, this one, see, it's number 8. This is number 15. This is evergreen. But yeah, so anyway, if there's any more questions or anything you'd like me to talk about, just let me know. Some of these I have dies for, but I really like these new ones. They're really cute, and all of them, all the new ones came from Temu. And they're always, I've never had a problem stamping with them, even the first time, on most of them. Unless it's been mostly it's been my mistake, if I have made any. Like I did, like this one, it said, if friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. I wasn't leaning on it properly because I'm in a wheelchair. I don't stand that much, so I don't stand and put pressure on it always properly. And I find it usually happens when they change the font on it for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. See you around in another video. Have a great day.